We salute to our country people them inside Pidgin News Debate 20 and number 16 day for inside January 2021. Wanna sabi sepsi number 16 day na the day sep we dey so Cameroon. After plenty time where they push last that African Nations Championship where they call them for short session, it go start inside Yaoundé this Saturday. And what sabi na Chief Dr. Joseph Diongute, Prime Minister and head boy from Gomna, it go be for on inside Amadou Aïdjo Stadium for the chair when Kunkuma Sesebi get for Shidon. Now other way come up for inside today for the first part for this week Tori for this afternoon for Pidgin News Debate. We go try for talk this chapter for Mandamba way it go start this number 16 day. Then we go enter to for some other Tori them chapter for security before this African Nations Championship with the ESFC for site for Limbe for come out from Mutengene so till you reach for Limbe with the ESN na so moto them for B or corner for talk say waiting security for Limbe as we dey so stranger them they don't enter for day and even for Boya. We go the talk for now this afternoon to way big happen for place where they call them say Yaoundé. Now some 6 people them way gendarme they put them hand for waiting. They say they buy newborn picking them and on top that one if the mommy says no get person for Lukoti they buy the mommy plus a picking. We go talk that chapter it dey happen now for inside Cameroon and for Yaoundé inside Toritu after we Bamenda kidney sick people them be vexed they get 8 new machine them people them too for Marwa them say they be make their own waka inside the week. We go talk that chapter and all the one them so we go talk with 2 people them sabi say na country fashion for year say Saturday we get for left place for we own combi them for them too for can talk and they talk say normal you must to start when you get man and woman you must to start with the woman in normal. Mayenchi, good afternoon for you.
Good afternoon, Ambassador. Good afternoon for all my ready watch with today and Happy New Year 2021.
Yes, Happy New Year for you. The first time we meet up for 2021 as we rightly put on. Mola Jules, we salute you too.
Thank you, Ambassador. I salute all my way see you now, and especially Madame Nana Njalo Williams who celebrated one anniversary yesterday.
All right, now we two combi them and Mrs. will go be for here for talk. But before we enter for the two, we'll get them for now. Tradition, country fashion, the ever be say make we try for talk some small to read them. We go talk for Yaoundé side with the hearsay on Friday. Serious kale be happen for that side for Yaoundé. Police, gendarme, army, they be enter for people them house charge. Last, they be catch 10 people there where they suspect them say they the thief inside quarter where they call them long cap for Yaoundé and they be cash with them small packet them for Mbanga where it weighs 7 kilograms, cocaine where it weighs 10 kilograms and some of their sharp knives them where they use them for attack people them but sabi say plenty people them where they shit down for long cack them say they be vexed for say they be getting the surprise attack or surprise knock door for their door after they were open they see na uniform people them 10 people them where they cash where they suspecting that people inside long cack on a Friday. Mayenchi, Asabi say the Kale they used to happen to for side one of the shidon for Bonaberi one time.
Yes. You know this Kale issue we start where we yesterday get to clean up Bamenda first. So at the finish clean Bamenda, they do the Kale do control for the then later on we should also for Douala here we start see to say we self we get for involved for inside the cleaning up. Because we work a house for house, they knock door them, enter, control things them, look them. If you ask my opinion, I got told a very good thing because plenty insecurity done the inside country. People then now they just live for way. So one day you don't know who be your next door neighbor. As we put a lot of our displays, especially this IDP issue them. We stay for place now where you don't know who be your next door neighbor, whether it can we gone or in a house. So as they do the kale, they now find thing. We just want that some they do not find work. Like when they enter, they only do the work where they can for do then they go back. At least that one for help protect other citizens then too.
And when they ask receipt for tele, ask receipt for fridge, if you know get a receipt again, then they carry and go. You will like and say continue.
I don't talk say they do the work where they can for do because normally they can for check now things are like gone or check anything way you see and say if he harm country people them. So if they don't come that kind of cross for television, cross or other things, and for me I not support me that one because most of we careless or we will need to keep those receipts them. If it don't been a long time where people that be no say you buy thing you must keep receipt because they control. But with the issue for broken, since the kako don't plenty, people they just buy stock for house and they even bother for keep their receipt. But that one you just come to for teaching a lesson. So anything where you buy and keep the receipt for proofs in your own. At least it go see help. Okay,
Mola Jules, Lonkak people them for you when they on Friday, they be cry, say why they come surprise them, why they enter Chakara them house. But the result for that enter for inside Kati for a quarter for Lonkak. 10 people them with the suspects and the people that they don't worry Lonkak quarter and inside the group. The head boy, the big man for the people, then treated the suspects, they be catcher.
Yes, Ambassador, we have to understand, say, when the uniform officers and they decide to go to some particular place for go make Kale, it means that they get an information. It means that some person don't inform them, say some particular person there for day or some bad thing they happen for day. And we have to understand, say, at the eve of this important event where they go on for Cameroon today, when it comes to this Ndamba, they be get that right. For say they try for make peace, but when they enter those houses, some of them they didn't really respect the objectives. Why? Because when they go for this, some of them they come out with maybe appliances just because say, those appliances don't get receipts of which right. So I be very sure say what will happen for Lonkak. There be some hidden agenda be. Now why did they go for it? Because presently for Cameroon, yes, insecurity there. But what it cause the insecurity? How if we do for put an end to that? Anyway, to an extent, just because of this football encounter or the jamboree they happen now for Cameroon, I appreciate them. What's what they do?
Now, and this other Tory we will not go really talk plenty on top. Now, just so not forget, Secretary General for inside a presidency for the Republic, Oga Ferdinand Gongo, as already talked just now, it did for Bafang with the ESA Bishop them. They be get serious ndongamen for that side this week where they just finished, and the dan ndongamen where Bishop them get, it go end today. So Ferdinand Gongo, now the official representative from Kunkuma we don't send for Bafang this Saturday for go see as we this ndongamen for Bishop them, it go finish. But just so sabi one of the two go talk. Now this Bishop with the ESA Papa for Roma is secretary own secretary for state. Vatican it the enter for Cameroon, and na person with Papa for Roma he don't send, he go walk for Northwest and he go to for Southwest. Now for try for see as we they go fit for talk for see where that place he go quiet and people them for Southwest and Northwest they feel last live again. That's where they live before. Now, Secretary for State inside Vatican for Cameroon, we here say we don't pay pass for Ministry for External Relations. Now another bishop. If check say the thing don't start reach on level, when Bishop Pope too, he don't start send people them for inside common right for Vatican.
Ambassador, yeah, if you say this Cameroon problem, there so we don't pass that level for diplomacy, for meeting. For here, for there, everywhere. We can't remember, say, for 2016 or early 2017, representative for Commonwealth BB for here, just because of this problem. Today, we do 2021, we still talk about the same problem. The solution that will come now from outside. The solution be political. So, Pope representative when come for if you take any decision will be political. So now only Kunkuma for Yaoundé. Put an end for this problem. So why would they say representative? Now just the budget what the Western man, according to me. Now we get the solution. I go come on for Yaoundé.
All right, and just for Sabisi church people them for Cameroon, they talk say 2021 now the limit for the problem where the worry people them for Southwest and Northwest. Papa for Roma, he don't send person. How you see this waka? You see just the same other waka they would don't the same for big people them for we country.
Ambassador. For face reality now, this thing, as I talked last time for you, and still one of the drama they will the actor. Because we believe say church, yes, church don't pray, church don't try for intervene, we don't see Cardinal Tumi, they don't hold meetings, they all church conferences, they inside Cameroon. They try for talk, they send out pastors, they make they preach for churches them. It need to change no nothing. So I'm not sure saying that you go come up for Rome camp before it go fit change anything. Because if you can't begin the preacher person, anyway, you don't bring Bible, you don't bring solution for a problem where you don't bring them. I'm not sure. So the problem being that something may be internal. They don't advise to take tire. Now we self go resolve the problem inside the country. Now, Papa, if you choose to resolve the problem, it go resolve them. But for church, your own part, what they do, they only try now for bring peace. We understand, say, Catholic Church, you get the highest population for inside our country. And maybe if you get influence, but that influence will be to an extent. Now, all of power for your own day, with the other people, the way they define, and people, the way they matter, where they know, say, they get things for do for inside the situation. When they decide to solve the problem, they go feel solve them. For that Secretary General, I don't see any solution we bring up.
All right, and we go enter for two get and just now. Cameroon 2021, even as we know the cup with the big for play for 2020. Now for Sika whether we go see total Shan 2020 instead for 2021. Now this Saturday, we African man Dambasese go start, but before you want start, we'll be get some BB stranger when they don't enter for country. Person like Constant Marie, when a president for CAF, he don't ever enter for country before. Time we Ahmad Ide, but at the first time we enter for country like president for Confederation for African for football, and just Osabi another person where he did for country just now, na Giovanni Vincenzo Infantino, when the president for World Football Governing Body. Now he did look at all Damba where they play inside the whole world. It's a day for Cameroon for Sika this African Nations Championship Shan. He be there with Nkunkuma for that side, so for A to D. You see I'm saying he 9 shirts for Nkunkuma and also to Nkunkuma to turn. He give some small cargo. Sabi Nkunkuma to say glad plenty. Say for the first time in a president for FIFA, the new man, she don't talk, and they talk plenty way concerning Damba for our own country Cameroon, and they talk to concerning Damba for inside the whole world. So it been at the first time we Giovanni Vincenzo Infantino he come for Cameroon since they be voter, and he be get for go see the Oga Pata for country for talk say Oga a day for inside your land. Number 9 shirt, but now Chief Dr. Joseph Jongote go be for free today.
I go ask Cameroonians and say now coincidence on a waiting. Because calendar don't show say whenever a high-ranking official for football, either for Africa or for the world, come Cameroon, something did happen. I quite remember say for 2017, when Ahmad became for here, he go pay a visit for Kukuma for Yaoundé. 3 weeks later, they say we no go host Nations Cup again. Then now, Infantino don't come. It only name up to 24 hours. They cancel the election. So it be very, very important as on signs than that will show up. But now, another funny thing that said is the world allows you to see how Kunkuma with this president that they discuss for Yaoundé. So they give it jersey number 9. Then this afternoon, still inside Yaoundé, President will be represented by the Prime Minister for field. Why all this representation, whether they give power for different people, they make good on certain things when Papa uses self he did. Because I'm not sure we say he did alive. He did fine. It really be healthy. But why it be represented everywhere? So I be this step too.
All right, number 9 shirt for power, but na different man get power today for inside the Amadou Aidjo Stadium. Chief Dr. Joseph Jongote go Shidon on top chair way Nkunkuma begin for BD.
Yes, you understand, sir, Ambassador. Pa first age, pa don't tire. Even though pa DC proof say it's strong, but pa don't really tire. And then if you look and find, pa not fit do all thing E1. So it get for the delegate powers for people that for go do things then.
I know one cut you plenty people that they check say for the first time at least with some big competition they come. Samuel Eto'o said they talk with the player them say like player all time we play ever get that opportunity for say Cameroon he hosts some competition they play for before the population. He never ever get that chance.
Yeah, we're not true and it be disturbing too. Because all we wish say Papa they always there for the but Pa don't tire, don't talk, he don't tire. So true. If Pa go rest, may rest because it's not easy, but Pa don't really tire for age too and then health too, and maybe we'll pass to say maybe because of the thing happen for the whole world, you know, what mix for inside public. So you get for look all the probabilities of why you no get for day for field. But first when me and Nona say don't tire. If you see most people that come for country, they receive them. Then for Ipales, they mostly come out, they do outings and begin.
Yeah,
where show say
we see for us and a time we sister be die.
That way sister be die. Where really, if you look and find, you know, be fit stay for that long, if you get for must go back. But Paro really tired. But for the other hand, if Chief Joseph Zongu take it for represent Pa, that be bad thing. Maybe he go do the work where Pa be get for do am. But Pa get for understand one thing, say football na one of the things the way it unite the whole world. And for Cameroon, we get plenty lapses the way we get for Shidon to see. If you be there for fee, at least you got to straighten some kind thing them. See, like each time when they go for these federations, these governing heads for Cameroon, you ever hear say corruption, you hear say fight, you hear say they go say for election, the chakara out in they come out. But when if he be really dead strong for where if he straighten them, even if he can Shidon for the if he see some kind of situation the way he go understand what they really go on for the country, and if he change them. So for me, may it try way for like for the give some kind of public appearances them. Even if said which the give at least for the try for straightening to them go come around there for situation now where it overshake.
Now, this afternoon, the first match we go play for this African Nations Championship na Cameroon. We go to play with Zimbabwe and plenty, even newspaper them like the Guardian Post, they don't cry. Say for inside 33 players, then we coach, he call them. No one Anglophone no dey inside. Another problem with people that already start cry. Say PWD Bamenda take up for this year for a championship, but inside the team, no one Anglophone. So they don't dey ask question whether the Anglophone people then they know sabi for play ball way consign local number. People that already start to ask that question there.
I don't feel talk about corruption for here. It don't too much for the country. We need to go front. If you look at something like football, something like this cultural events, them now wait till that way they push youths them to be active. Now wait till that they promote youths them, may they shine. So if for inside football we start go to get discrimination, we get for choose like these people, we get for choose like that one. Now I think they bring plenty hatred, plenty discrimination. Then when people want grumble too, you want to see now tomorrow they say no, this man don't talk so may they catch a lockout. This man don't talk so big because they don't want to wait till we be correct. If a whole shan that they play for inside our country, one Anglophone no they win a footballer. What do they expect? An Anglophone population get right for vex. Because the country be mixed, they will get for Shidon for down, they select them. And if you look and find the people that they send, they be sure say they will go play this match correctly. Because they go use discrimination, they go use corruption, collect all the money, put picking the way they no fit play this ball, they go for inside fee, they go disgrace we. After that, the whole country go carry disgrace, all man carry hand for head. But when if we do wait to it correct, we say yes, fine. PW they don't win cup. Wait to prove say if that picking them go stand for inside they don't go play. They begin the way they select them. They use now criteria for this country for select. Wait to be bit neat now for make all that small local championship them. Then when they not select the best players they for go represent the country. So we see that we see for the key ourselves and what we need for change.
Alright, Jules Nana, PWD for Bamenda he come out first, like the best club and PWD come on a Bamenda, as so people they sabi. And of course we get other club them with them too they be the play, but plenty people they don't they ask question why Martin Tungupile no be see any one player for Northwest or for Southwest where if he play win and Damba we concern a player the way they did for inside country, no be a player the way they come out outside. Anglophone then too they don't they ask that question why not they keep them one side for Damba way if they come for time with trouble day where they for fit for see and use them like a pretext for fixing them for the other side.
As my sister just talked for here, this selection, it push we the Anglophones them for understand or I reinforce that we bad heart or we vex who get them for heart because of discrimination. If this Anglophone crisis still today, it never come to an end because of some of these issues. Cameroon, now two countries, they a bit made of two countries. The Anglophone and two languages, the Anglophones and the Francophones, so they join together. And I don't see any reason why this kind important opportunity for organize this kind championship or this cup would take place in Cameroon. They did not see any player will come up from that zone. It push me to understand, say yes, this Anglophone crisis be very deep. Some certain persons there for some places they reinforce the crisis. I'll go as far for talk say this so it be again shocking say this so would this competition they go on. Meanwhile, with championship never even start.
Yeah.
Mr. Tungu Pele, he do not how for make the selection. if no be saying a person go call you maybe for Bafusam for tell you say I get some good player for they take you test it. I'll go again as far for indicate this matter say so other person, Mr. Arogan, I will be head of this team. After they don't train these players, they reach a certain level, they say about 2 months to this competition, they put it aside, bring to go play. We'll be sure say the team be matured enough for keep this cup. Then before even this cup, some other small competition will take place on Yaoundé, of which I've been surprised to see small team like Zambia with the beat 2-1 for Yaoundé. We're not correct.
Okay, Uganda.
Then Uganda too.
Yeah.
So it be very, very disturbing and aching, but all the same, it push me to understand say no sector for Cameroon now the work fine. So get for she done down together we'll fix the problems.
All right, and whether they take Anglophone person or not, as we even people they don't talk plenty. Sabi say this afternoon Dan Damba must also happen now for 5 o'clock Cameroon time, and for the first time inside since we Africa is Sabi for Nang Damba, and for big competition they like this one. Now woman it go to happen this man Damba we go to pass for inside Yaoundé today. The referee for this afternoon will go concentrate for you in name na Lydia Tafese Abebe he dey na 40 years na Ethiopian Gondere na the first woman wey the blown Damba for inside even Ethiopia for wey consign man picking them, and just now CAF wey the take woman them for the first time for inside the competition he don't choose woman Lydia Tafese Abebe 40 years wey dey inside this referee work for 20 years just now. Sabi say the real team wey Lydia be start for do na basketball, but just now he enter for inside for referee for blow whistle, and CAF he don't give him courage say make he go for before. Na first time wey CAF too he dey give woman for blow man Damba. Mola, Jules, when you see this kind of thing, I believe say na the kind of way go make some woman then they push that before upset to a man picking fit do. Woman too will do better.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. Woman if we do better than the way man picking that they do. This it put an end to this gender inequality that encourage women them. But now even that not just I will even consider them for be a disgrace too for women them, because as CAF the show woman make them referee this game we concern only man picking. How come say this regional election we just passed, no woman will be elected at the helm of the region from the 10. So they push more understand say this, so at least if other people if do more try for copy good example.
Okay, Mayanchi now woman day for middle feet today for blowy so as I say you like woman today too. Even as we know na Cameroon, but Sabi say we get one Cameroon referee too, assistant referee na woman at the Zambon Fomo Karim we cap with you. So total we get 47 referee then for this shan, and 4 we get 3 with the Como Cameroon, then 4 na woman them we get 1 from Ethiopia, 1 from Malawi, 1 from Nigeria, and 1 from Cameroon.
Wow. Woman, I want to say, woman, I want to say that wonderful thing where CAF don't do it. In fact, they promote woman them. That mean woman not be sleep for house. That time you don't pass for place there for kitchen, for take care for picking. Then after we start go classroom, they teach. So this one now we don't start control man Damba. I want to be my manager, may do fine work so that next time now, woman then go climb. My brother don't talk about regional election. That's small it start so. When they start as a woman they get that competence, they develop now that in fact that way to make them strong when they feel stand for place, they do things them. Next regional election, I want to talk say Mola. Trust me, say you go see woman and sometimes we'll get like even that kind 3 or 4. So woman they come up. I want them CAF, that is wonderful.
But forget for no say this, so even at the election it be very political. If we will not choose Unamona be at the hair, Una no go be.
No, at least when I go test woman for seat now. If I will try to think them before we compare.
Well, na CAF don't give them so all would the pray and would the see and we hope say Lydia Tafese Abebe 40 years. Referee and 20 years inside whistleblowing, he go try for see as we go handle them. So before we close this place for this shan. Score for Cameroon, Zimbabwe. The match go pass, then you see whether you win by tomorrow. So the score you choose. Now how many not?
I didn't ever like for guess, but I want just believe say Cameroon the way things they show. May God help him win one. They made a get 0.
1-0.
1-0, yes.
1-0 for you. Mola?
My objective is to make Cameroon win, but at the 4-6, it will be a draw match 0-0.
Okay. All right. We don't close that chapter for African Nations Championship just now. Other thing that they happen. And just for corner this African Nations Championship, one of the team where they make people them open eye plenty. Now Group D for this competition we did for that side. So for inside Limbe for Fako Division and Sabi Sepse since this week, thing that don't they happen. One of the thing that will happen for one of the training field them we play at them they get for train. Now this motor the way they be born for that side. So for Middle Farms Field every day. Now on Wednesday or Thursday with the Bonda motor, maybe if we enter for that element just now for talk say this will be motor them or the machine them they be the use them for fixed roads for that side. So with the column say Middle Farms Field, but just now they only wake up for early morning time for see they don't burn motor. Danny Warren today if we get the image for that motor then we they be born for that side. Now number 3 elements for yes as we will see and this one it happen this one it happen 24 hours after when Governor Togman be write book for talk say this so on that special order we come up for A2D say they don't make and say all plays them when they get for play down the bar for beginning this Saturday. Security it go be the campaign early morning time after that book minister is signed to Governor Togman they come it on a motor they don't burn them and there were what 2 people there for Limbe they never fit to understand now say now right for inside heart for Limbe no be na corner town so Middle Farms Field it then for inside heart for Limbe so they ask them how the man can put fire for motor where security says they don't put them for all corner nothing that way people they never fit for understand and Sabi say 24 hours after it happen for year for Likumba for Tiko now some motor where they carry Mimbo they burn the motor too for that side for Likumba Tiko for that side we say gun it be hala and 2 of the boy them they shoot them they kill them as we to re-enter for we here now the security side is for this African man Damba we go the pass from today for that side for Limbe and the Tori we enter we here just now they tell we say security it don't really go for different level from Muteng and Esote reach Limbe now only motor them for be the day for all corner that one to now for proof say this so place Ikene.
Yes, Ambassador. I be there Limbe last weekend. I be see some few trucks and for B where they pass, they enter. So from reports we don't get and this morning I said they don't add plenty be them again for inside Limbe town. So but the thing I say for community kind small crimes them you need to take now one person get for good one. You just burn something. So it got difficult for the business for the all place, all time for control. But we just wish they do the best way they fit do them, especially for the foreigners where they get for come for inside country. When they can join we inside our own trouble, we'll forget them. When they just play the ball quietly, they go back. But we not say these boys and too they not go take it easy. They go to one step, they go to one make they feel their impact, make they feel the pain or what that they go through. But on the other hand, if you ask me, we just leave and make the match go on since they really plan them, at least for image for outside world.
Now, Mola Jules, so many things go up, and people, this palaver for security, now people necessarily they ask, and if I just pick one point where my engineer talk, he said they beat them, they know be for all sides, but their work now for be for all sides, I believe. They begin for open their eyes and make no nothing even happen way, it go give fear for this, the population, and maybe even the player, then when they enter for inside Limbe. Now, this one it happen for Limbe, for Middle Farms Field. You shall be sorry Middle Farms Field day, no be now for my falling the way they outside, but who side they be day? I believe the police station over far away from Middle Farms Field, if I no make mistake. And on top that one, only the same yesterday for Friday, they burn another motor. But this time we see confrontation with the fight the day. 2 of the boys then they shoot them. Security is a big problem.
Security is a big problem, as we would talk. I would like to understand say would military people they especially they be well trained and we get that means and appliances them for get all information for Cameroon here. We be well trained and well equipped. For put those bills them all over, it get an adverse effect on those players. Because when those players they see military people well armed around, it affect them psychologically. Now one part that we get for understand. And with this crisis where they go on, with things that already happen, this burning, I be sure, say my former teachers them, like Dr. Tanjong or talk of George Ngwane, that they keep now archives them for bring out maybe books them who go read them after President Paul Biya will like he go leave power. They will tell you all the way they happen at this period. Because I don't believe, say, Limbe, middle farm, where they inside town, people that will succeed for go burn these places. When you burn them, at least smoke they come out, flame they come out, it attract, it call to attention. Inside the other military people or security men they will be. Because at this point in time, if you go southwest and northwest, you will see so many security men that they put on uniforms. Some they don't even transform themselves into mad persons where they play a very good role. But with all those security measures, how come say those guys that they succeed for can't burn places them, then they go untouched, uncut? So it be, as I tell you now, people they write book about you, they go on for Cameroon. I will all will read them.
Not for cut you Molaju. You know, say now, so with the modern technology, we'll get them. That one a stadium. So it will be surprising for yesterday people enter inside born place. Why they not put security cameras? Why they not put security cameras? Even inside the whole town, the country be capable for put security cameras all over the place. That one are the first security stuff where I feel expect that it pass be. Being an individual, but that one that people they should up for background the monitor. So that they feel talk say yes, if they see some person they pass so for put that fire, they go see it for camera. So it go easy for even indicated this person they do this wrong thing. When I go now, when I go intervene. As we say for film them for America too. So why would not implement that kind of thing then? More travel for put money, we do the right thing. But
sister, I will tell you seriously, so Limbe at this particular point, cameras will be everywhere. Everywhere. If you want to enter a community hall restaurant, camera ready for there. You want to enter go outside for middle farm, camera ready for them put down for security. Likewise inside Douala here, most of those road junctions they get cameras. But we need to see understand how people that they commit on certain offenses, then they go on court. I need to understand.
That's one thing too.
All right, and we go left for chapter for corner this Mandamba. We go continue for Pidgin News debate. Wait till we be pass inside the week. We no be fit for Lukam. Make we take on a go for that side. So for Ako subdivision now for inside Donga Mantum for that side inside the place. Country people them as we will enter for that side. We go first start with these people there. The thief a gendarme office for inside the Mimboman as well as Siam for day. Now 6 people them with their own work. It be there for convince people them. It means everything. Man picking one at the Siam. It the talk with woman with the utibele when he don't notice the woman and he go try for ask if the woman he get person if he look at it. If he no get person look at it, he start for talk say okay. Some person they will want buy your picking. So now that picking they go put them for market at least 1.5 million. Now the amount that they ever sell and when he overbad, mommy picking to the sell himself with the picking and after some woman where he born for that side so for our village we dey for outskirts for Yawende he born he disappear now for they we gendarme people them for side for Mimboman we wanna see commander Bodouin Guayam and I mend them they open investigate so till last they can pick these 6 people them man picking one as him now be the main man he even get a place for website when for they will use and find woman the way they so the one born then they no get person if you look at they picking them so now on after that woman he disappear when they make investigate when they catch these 6 people them when they don't do the binet for long time as we to re-enter for we here and we here say for sell one picking 1.5 million or Jules Nana and they never meet up that people there they check say money they no get for look at the picking or this picking or some woman where if you don't just carry belly then the man picking you run.
Thumbs up to this commander. We don't get that courage for present these people them. And I be very convinced say these people will be presented for them not just because they don't get godfathers. If we look back in days of Vanessa Chacho where own pikin be disappear then the tonton and the can't tell you say this so some person be thief the pikin the wrong catch one for East region till today Vanessa Chacho never ever see pikin. We don't forget the other ones that don't happen for hospitals and for Yaoundé. Not just because today it concern people the way they get their hands tied up. It no fit put an end for that process. Because people they do them, they be hidden behind these people they don't show them. And I be very convinced that tomorrow Or one day, they will own up because we'll be used to this kind of thing inside Cameroon. And them that small man they do them. Like people they be well placed where they get their rain boots and umbrellas, and then they do them. So they just talk for these young people, the poor ones, the way they present and say, okay, when I just been about lock people them, at least wanna bear the consequences.
Now, 1.5 million, it be enough money for you for sell your picky, don't carry them for 9 months.
Ambassador, as a talk, one that shall never end. When you see the kind of situation, they say the one outside the world you go through. Every day, some kind of 1.5 million for waiting. Just you are paying for taking the picking, you take care for yourself, you go push them. I know one look and self say, you even say the picking for 1.5 million. What did they go do with those picking them?
And when they ever buy, before you start finding the picking, you get family where they find picking. Okay. Like the last one, it be tight for their neck, we got it tight for their hand. Now some woman, a rich woman, and the master they find picking, they no get, and so they go meet up that
Ambassador, I know go cut you. They already surely find out for go get for no family because we get orphanages them where they don't open. I be legal say if you need picking, they can't talk. They go give you picking, then you sign book the way the orphanage feel look at what you take care for that picking fine. If you see person where they buy picking for inside black market, that means sometimes one go do na rituals there. I'm not sure, I'm not be certain say they take this picking them, they for go give them for families where they need picking them. We get legal procedure. If you need picking, go orphanage, take care. They picking them plenty. If you need picking, the rich people lack family members where they give them picking them for inside Africa, inside Cameroon. Or when to do a B say they get to go buy that picking for street where they don't even know them. That one, them say the suspicion plenty. One made the gendarme then did not, made them bring the information, find about where the people they do them because as my brother don't talk, the real face for behind this is see there and a person where if food trunk for down plenty. If they find that they go see and they not stop it. This small one and I just maybe the marketers that are there for front market, but the real patron are there for back where they do the real work. If they not catch them, picking will continue for loss. They'll continue for picking the key innocent picking them. Because while anyone I should every 1 hour not see my own picking, that the work at the finance so that I feel crazy. They imagine say go sell picking for 1.5 million. Where did the person want go do they?
Now, maybe I saw the continue some question I want to ask you. Check for me. Plenty that they talk say the gendarme put they be over quick for show the people them. They begin for fine way for cash the people they be asked they picking them too. Then they show all them.
Now they are work. If they don't decide for sure and they know where they do them. And you know, for inside investigation, not be all facts away the game. I don't assist sometimes when I say away this gendarme, may read them for Pidgin, judicial police for here. They do some investigation. So for me, I not say they know what they do them. Sometimes if they talk, say not be the real face that if you just present enough for cash the real people there. So it go depend on the strategy they want to use them. All we want a result. Whether they do and how or they do and how, we want a good result. I want tell them say now fine work where they don't do them. May they continue. Because it's not easy for human being. How much if you say human being? Before they begin live and say they begin cash now small innocent picking and go work and sell and sell plus mommy. It's not good.
Ambassador, yeah, if you say this, so these gendarmes and when they present this people them for security strategy, now for even disrupt more investigation. Now why they show this people them so? They know very well from their investigation say some person people they do them. They get their foot strong for down. They go don't just hastily present these ones so that more few say they so at them. They go see say they go even send them for prison. When they send them for prison under maybe less than 5 years, they will come up. Because if they try now for send them directly to court, then maybe good lawyers then they go back them up. Those names that will be hidden will come out. And normally, for now, they still be suspects. They never condemn them. So they never get rights if they show them, so they show their faces them. They forget to carry out because now as they show their faces, then the real actors and behind, some of them go run, they go hide themselves because the fear say they will show them, they will disclose them. So I would say the security strategy is this for put an end for the investigation. To protect somebody.
All right, and another case now for inside Loon Chantier car where this one pass inside the week. 50 years old man with population for that side, so for Lum Shanty guard, they go almost finish him. Where he force himself, he sleep with some 11-year-old Pekin for that side, so for inside Lum Shanty. When the year just now, country people them say this man, no be na the first I don't do him, but as well in the Pekin talk, now for the way people them for Lum Shanty guard they come out, they want penalty. Gendarme people then say they come, now with them to they come hold this man, they take him, they go for their office, where people them for Lum Shantiga, they be one penalty them. Case for 50-year-old man versus 11-year-old Pekin, Lum Shantiga, a small girl Pekin at the city they go so.
This one, it need more investigation for really know why he do him, which we push he do him, if really he do him. But I know they really encourage jungle justice.
Well, he confirm, time will be interview, he confirm, and people therefore they talk say he puts his hand for the Bikini private, then they ask and say, but he did do and so say be the Bikini papa, he says be the talk.
I talk say this so that I want to know the motivation, what it make it in the game waiting for day, especially today. For Cameroon here, when you don't even make up to 10 meters, so you don't see a beautiful girl. And woman over plans now for outside, if they only need for no, so you rent house someplace, they'll tell you they love you. Woman don't really cheap now for Cameroon so much so that I don't know if one man became marry one woman, we'll get the girl like some 7 million.
But I don't cut you, but wait, now enter for the part. That became the degrade woman in this kind of way. At least woman for Cameroon see get dignity. How do you degrade me this way? We understand some woman they plenty, but it not reach that extent where woman just get for just cheap that kind of way. We not say poor must get, you must get some affection for some person before you feel the throw your skin over for you. Maybe that some woman go just cheap for where we just work for that woman work follow you now. Then that means that woman herself again has some mental problem. Just like this particular man, this man has something to do. You know if you hide them. Because when they talk about rape there for plenty stages them. And you know they don't notice and say some particular people then they are all rape now say that they look like younger girls them. Pikin, the one they call them Pikin, that you they ever the hungry for go after. So that kind of people there, if you look, they ever say that they sick. It don't that's one sick way they will come out for inside their skin. And when they stay around your girl Pikin, where you know the educative for some kind thing them. See, as ambassador talk, if he insert a hand, if he do this is that. Some Pikin and they go be excited, they go give in and they go come back, they don't go ever tell their parents and say, now wait till that way it happened. So you the mommy for Pikin or papa for Pikin in their house, Pikin talk with them, they educate them for the kind thing them, make them know. Say if they outside and it happened. This kind men then they plenty inside our society. So one and they will hide that even inside our house them. We don't get papa for picking the cases there that they tell you say now pass yourself for your own picking and you could do and so. So one day we last time for gendarmerie, now some mommy it go out with some man. When the man come in house, he no see mommy, it go with 10-year-old picking where mommy go back for village can stay with her. And for front commandant, that particular man talk say now the picking the tell you say the see you and mommy they do this one. So do them for me. He do them. I look the man that same age, about 50-year-old. So question I want to ask Antuna say men never that age now crazy don't they do them or now wait till they don't feel respect themselves.
Oh, as if I want to say this woman and plenty, it don't mean say the women they be cheap. I want try now for condemn that those men then with their choices.
Thank you.
It be centered on those young girls. If at all now for satisfy their instincts. You better go for some positions and kwasa de bonadere. Or go for the publicity. Please the day even around a village day, we just need for go for day with 350 francs. You satisfy yourself. So for that reason, I don't see they go really for punish this man, condemn me very well for that kind of choice. And the pikin will be on the age of which enough fine to we don't do.
My life I tell you say this particular man way I be see for front gendarmerie office. Just few days after, I see back for a station, he walking normally and nothing not happen. Because me, I be believe saying I rape the begin for lucky. But when I come out, I see either for a station, he walking for they fine, if they not get no problem. So if the society don't permit and say these men that they do this crime for small picking them, they can work as free people. They not continue the work, say they get no problem. So now for society to foresee and say this act be bad, may they condemn them. Population will come up, we go talk say, okay, we don't want jungle justice. Me, I don't want me to kill any human being, I wish me they change. But now, when they go around, take you go live for gendarmerie, sometimes go get his more money, go get for they come out. Tomorrow he change town. I don't hear situation so he go change town, go for the next town, he go see do am. And in the long run, you want to say it will destroy plenty young picking their lives. But they not feel be stable mentally tomorrow. And when they walk out to stand misbehave, this place when I talk say girls that they go stand there. Who know one on these men they don't make and that girls they just grow that kind of wayward.
Be frustrated.
They just be frustrated emotionally. They not feel think, they not feel, they not feel do nothing because of man picking no useless them. So only for the educating society, say men they respect themselves. When they leave the picking, they make they grow. You see some big man sometimes they stand talk for picking, especially for Douala, you just PTE. And when you all picking in their house. But if you look and find, if you all picking their own girls, then they end up for being wayward because in life they so come at plenty.
I'm sorry, I really feel you well for what happen as a woman.
All right, and one of the last places we'll go look inside before we come out now for Marwa. Sabisep say they follow for back, sick kidney sick people them for site for Bamenda. They want them for Marwa too. They be there for road Thursday inside this week. Their problem now say waiting their machine they where they look at them it don't spoil and now one machine where they look at all the people there they get kidney sick for that side so for Marwa. So did they ever talk say this so they work when they want to change their skin, they must to go right for Garwa. Where Garwa, Marwa, according to one of the sick people, then around that kind of 5,000. And if they want chop, even small fish for inside Garwa, na 2,000. Whether na small fowl, na 2,000. So when you check all that money they spend and for go, then after they turn back, it be not with themselves, they don't sorry themselves. So they be come up for road again. 3 months after they be fair come up with minister be promised that they'll change thing them for their house. Now so to the doctor. When they look at the Marwa Regional Hospital for that side, he try for talk and beg these people them for say make they persevere, make they take a heart small, say they fix that their own place and small time thing they go better small. But the people they talk say they don't over she don't quiet 3 months after when they be fair wake up and so today no nothing never come it vex them. So we say Bamenda kidney sick people they be waka one day the next day now so two machine they come. So when they pray say maybe the same thing it happen for put on Marwa, Sabi say Marwa Bamenda, now people them way they so ordinary day inside almost the same condition where you want to look at a country as you Nana.
Yes, I really understand them. Say they strike, so they do their mash just because they want to get the same product or the same result like put them for Bamenda. Because put them for Bamenda as they just do their mash a week later. Their problem be solved.
So a week how we shall be say the team be start now with the communicate with book with the doctor for the Bamenda hospital be signed for talk say they don't lock the hospital for some time because machine they no day. After the regional delegate for sick people he come out he talks in a lie, sitting with the big doctor talk he no correct. Minister to come out he back and say yes not true and after minister talks in machine they come and minister begin at Tuesday say that machine they come Monday no begin a day with motor the fiwaka Tuesday they put them make their worker for vex. Wednesday, the machine they come 8 new and other thing there.
Yes, in also for Cameroon here, they don't like person where they talk through. And even say thank you for this particular doctor because that doctor for Bamenda be the main actor for this solution for that problem today. Because if this is for rider communicate before the delegate, it one try for contradicting minister. Today, just few days later, those machines and they be sent for Bamenda. It means say for this country today, we not like the means, like the will, they. Because if at all say the fish give that kind of communicate 3 hours or 3 days later, a solution may be seen. Therefore, it means say it be possibility there for equip that place. So Marwa people they wanna continue. I be sure say so maybe by the 20th. So in 16 by the 20th of this month, we'll get solution too.
The shocking thing for this issue now say healthcare services for Cameroon no cheap. If you see how much these people will surely they pay for hospital, even for do that they are changing and all whatnot, it's not cheap. So me I not see me need why they get forget now one machine where they take care for all this population. One machine too small. Either they collect the people their money, make sure say make this machine then be standby, make they get extra where they keep them. Because no man no like for die. No man not like for the sick they go through pains them. These sick they now don't they overcome on outside now. But I want to thank services them like Presbyterian Church and other churches them where they get means for beginning to educate the population about all these diseases then. Because I remember, I think last 2 years, we treat this kidney disease. You see, I say now something to it come now because of lifestyle. Where people that they chop, this one they overconsume meat, they overconsume some kind of thing them, where they go cause all these kidney diseases them. So if government self, then for even the over distress people for the march, may they educate healthcare workers them for worker for villages and for meetings them, educate these people them on how to live healthy. Then when the machine come now, even if now one machine, they'll get a fewer population for handle them. But for me, when I want to talk now, say these people that they surely spend plenty money on their health care. So may they give them those machines them. We not lack now the means. They are paying for it now service that they pay because we never see some free kidney haircut center for some place where inside the country where you go there. Because if they put on free, you go reach for the doctor go tell you say go give money. But the doctor that need for be vigilant too, they give for come up. We wait where they really need them for the patients them for avoid people they need to die carelessly.
All right, and we go remain for far north region for inside Marwa. We go take on we discover some village where they call them say give it dick for that side. Now the condition we so now picking the social land book, they talk say they be now the leader them for tomorrow, the big people them for tomorrow. Inside give it dick, we'll go enter just now. When I go see say teacher them for 21st century, they also teach picking them now for under big stick. Now the kind of thing they will be used for service say they do what we time we teacher the one make na class for story, entertainment, yes. Now that how they ever go she done under big tree for school, for learn. But now the reality way they for inside village they call them say give it dick. We so now better class, you know they for this speaking them for learn. For the other end, you go see say they don't just use now and leave them for fix other class. We picking the day side, but the worst one are the one they did now for under big stick. Snake if you come up for up before for down, it do bad for picking. Rain if fall by first public holiday, sun you overshine or what breezy blow by first public holiday for the picking them and teacher own table say when on a siam it will no just get your own small respect but they also continue for put this picking them for inside serious work for say may they learn something where it go make them be better people them for country tomorrow. Condition for this picking them for government school give it dick. Now condition we even they elite them for Marwa they get for shame one day they up when they see them village they way they no so get school so now.
Ambassador, wait till one talk and say life really be unfair. Because if you see the way some these big people them for some these villages them, or maybe the neighboring villages them, or people there they should sometimes watch these things that they get project for them for can't dig gold. They go dig their gold, leave the pin or the condition, they go, it don't mean nothing for them. The world now, people there they get money, they live inside a lot of hypocrisy. You see one human being go stand there for church, it does 5-10 million. But in a situation like this one, I'm not going to investigate for talk. Say no, man, go be one classroom for this picking them. Because if the world be get small fairness, you never see one man go there douala, you get like 5, 6, 10 story buildings. While some other people them, they did the suffer the kind way. And you want look and find and see this injustice, corruption way, people that they gather accumulate money, they even distribute wealth, some they go do these projects and for this kind of place. They carry the money, you can't do it, you do your investment, then do your money, the only climb. But this picking and they suffer. For me, life really be unfair. They make the elites them or the people that where to do people that when they inside the country, they feel see and so for do something, maybe they do one for the picking them because it's a shame for 21st century. More than the overblame, the government is duty for build those schools then. We understand. But that the same government people, then the people that the stakeholders they inside government, they still embezzle all that money. For where this picking and if you get opportunity for get a classroom, but that disgrace for 21st century.
Mola, yeah, talk for this one.
There's this one now why that way would fight for this decentralization may be really effective. Because if decentralization will be effective, now mayors them therefore they use the allocated budget for solve these kind of problems. Then I ask myself too, some of our senators and parliamentarians, where they cover these particular regions, what do they do with the project fund where they give them? If at all, say they for really allocate and they draw up maybe a roadmap where they try to get some of those difficulties and they decide, say this year I will build one classroom for that place. The following year I do this other one. We not for reach this level. Now when I ask again the parliamentarians and too, may they do everything possible for start question some of our ministers then, where they give them budgets, then may they go do some certain development and they need to do them. Justice, I don't know, not only for Cameroon here or for this Francophone region, where they say attorney generals and they play their role openly. Because in other countries, so when some attorney general you see this kind of thing, openly, you go convoke now the person will be concerned, maybe the parliamentarian for they put aside immunity. They're asking why this place is for they. Like they even make a press conference for explain why they do for it. If at all some budget don't be allocated, then they wait for put that into practice in the next days or weeks. But courage for these teachers them and these students them. At least now future leaders them tomorrow.
Yes, and Sabi said the last time we'll pass for another school where they be the Shidona for ground, so for Maruam. Next time we see say that they'll go build them 2 new classroom them with the pray. Say for give it, the elite them, the big people that will come up for the 2, they go fit for go build even 1 or 2 class for this speaking the suffer. Mola Julana, plenty thank you for your time this afternoon.
Thank you to Ambassador.
And thank you to Ma Yenchi Ernestine. Thank you for your time and Happy New Year again.
Ambassador, thank you very much. I want to say congratulations for all the plenty awards that we don't win this year. At least last year, it shows that we do fine work. I will pray may God give power, may you continue. I want to salute my husband because now he give me power for do it what he do. Mr. Chinda William and all my picking them, all my friends and everybody.
Okay. I want to say thank you to plenty. Innocent Abegaway put camera for we before this afternoon. Danny Warenze day for backside. Malis today for backside. Zephyrin Gondi. He too, he day for backside for CC making the Waka Fine rebroadcast. Sunday morning time 8:30. Me, if Papa got degree. Una go see me for Monday for 8 o'clock. Una hold am tight.
Équinoxe Télévision, au-delà de l'image, nous rendons compte. Équinoxe Télévision, au-delà de l'image,